Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 2 of Wholesome. And so you're going to have your beans or whatever it is that you're using handy. And I got loads of texts yesterday from you, and you were explaining or telling me or articulating what your thoughts on wholesome were. And it sounds like there's this wholeness. I know it's in the word, but there's a coherency between action and deeper intention, or a sense of an ease, or something really roundy about wholesome. And so I'm really excited about this. It's just been weaving its way through my life in the most beautiful way. So always tell me. I'd love to know. I'd love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear how wholesome is dropping into the big ponds of you. So come, let's light our candles and let's be wholesome together. Nice, come. So just sitting, pausing, just feeling your body this moment. As you scan down through your body, where in your body right now do you feel wholesome? Or do you feel the consequence of wholesomeness? I think that's more what I feel. I feel like a softness in my heart, because often I talk about this external Neanderthal, this me who kind of clods through the world and manages. And then there's this inner fairy who's really soft and wholesome and heartful. And it's like, how do the external and the internal me meet, or how do we communicate? And wholesomeness for me is where there's a coherency between both of them. My inner self, my deep longing, and then that expression of me in the world. And so as you rest here right now, where in your body do you feel wholesome, or the consequence of wholesomeness? Where do you feel whole, complete, coherent, connected? Wow. I feel so changed by this practice of wholesomeness already. I feel really, I'm loving this already. So sit with your legs long and grab your weights if you're using them. Okay, so remember, you're doing wholesome stuff for your shoulders. You're only doing actions that feel like wellness. So have your 2 hands holding your weights, and then bend your right elbow, and then slowly extend your right arm up towards the ceiling. And as you do that, what's the sensation? What happens in your shoulder? What happens in your back? What happens in your elbow? And if there's anything that feels twangy, then put down your weight. Bend your elbow, bring your hand to the floor. Bend your left elbow, and then reach your left hand up towards the ceiling. And so going slower is really good. Going really mindfully is really good. Notice, is there anything twangy? Is the weight too heavy in what you're doing? Bend your elbow, bring it down. We'll try both. Bend both elbows, and then really slowly reach both arms up towards the ceiling. And when you do that, your spine and your chest have to do something. So if you find that it's really hard to lift your arms up overhead, then find where you go. Where do you reach to? Bend your elbows, bring your hands to the floor. Right hand, bend your elbow, reach it up. Bend your elbow, bring it down. Left hand, bend your elbow, bring it up. Bend your elbow, bring it down. Right arm, bend your elbow, bring it up. Bend your elbow, bring it down. Left arm, bend your elbow, bring it up. Bend your elbow, bring it down. So there's a movement called pizza. So pizza is where you're going to offer pizza to the person beside you. So bend both elbows, and your weights are just beside your chest. And then turn your chest towards the left, and then slowly offer pizza to the person beside you. It's like you have a plate of pizza and you're offering that way. And then come back to center. Turn your chest towards the right, and then reach your left hand across. And then come back to center. Twist towards the left, right arm reaches across. Pizza. And then twist towards the right, left arm reaches across. We're going to try both. Twist towards the left, both arms slowly reach out. Come back in. Going really slowly with this. Come back to center, and then twist towards the right. Both arms reach towards the right. Come back to center. And then just twist and bring your hands down on the left. Bend your elbows. Twist, hands down on the right. Bend your elbows. Twist, hands down on the left. Twist, hands down on the right. Twist. One last time. Hands down on the left. Bend your elbows. Twist, hands down on the right. Come back to center. Great. Drop your weights down. Just roll your shoulders. I really feel like your arms are free and they're like little birds being able to fly. And so I feel like I want to do big circles with my hands and my arms. And so just wiggle your shoulders in the other direction. Nice. Drop your ear down towards the right and drop your ear down towards the left. Nice. Cool. So rounding forward, bring your hands down towards your feet. And then slide your fingers behind you. Bring your fingers to the floor behind you. Lift into your chest. Nice. Slide your hands forward, down towards your feet. And bring your fingers behind you, open into your chest. And then again, forward. Hands behind you, lift into your chest. Pause there. So my thumbs are near my bum. My fingers are wide. And then I lift into my chest as I straighten into my arms. Can your breath deepen into the front of your chest? Can you stretch the front of your chest with your breath? I feel like my collarbones get more challenged as I inhale, and then they kind of sink and widen as I exhale. So can you imagine that you're like an inflatable lilo trying to lift the boats of your collarbones? Nice. Release. Just pause. Just let that settle. That was really nice. I just do this for me, you know. Come all the way over and come into your child's pose. So stretch your arms is in whatever direction suits you. I like resting my head in my hands when I have the microphone on. I sound a bit too much like Darth Vader. So when you feel the press of your bum back towards your heels, or the bend of your knees, or the fold in your hips, find one difference between the left and the right. For me, my left bum feels like it isn't quite as low down towards my left foot as the right bum is. Might be that the right bum is bigger, but I don't think so. I think that the left bum is just higher. I feel the fold on the left is different than the fold on the right. And just notice, what is one difference between the left and the right that you can feel right now? Nice. Hands to the floor. And then draw a big circle with your shoulders. So you're in your cat pose and you're drawing a huge circle. And then circle in the other direction. So even though I'm focusing on my shoulders, the rest of my spine has to move as well. And then round your back, arch your back. Round your back, arch your back. Round your back, pause there, breathe into the back of your body like you're an inflatable lilo who's lifting your ribs with your breath. How deeply can you stretch into the back of you with your breath? Nice, arching your back. And when you breathe here, where does your breath go? For me, it goes deeply into my chest, deeply into my ribs. It doesn't lift into my collarbones like it did earlier, but it's something similar about it. Really deepen your breath. Feel the movement of your breath in your body as you pause. Nice. Tuck your toes under, pull back into your downward dog. Find a deep expression of downward dog and then see what you can lift with your breath. What do you connect to as you deeply breathe? You can make ocean breath sounds, so that's where you slightly contract your glottis, the back of your throat. So you're like, and then as you breathe out, you go. So it just slows down the breath and brings you really conscious into your breath, or just ignore that completely and do whatever breath you like. I'm not really fussy about breath. It's like whatever way it's happening for you. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee, bend both knees, stretch both legs. Nice, and then bring your knees to the floor. And then squeeze the right side into coordination. And then squeeze the left side into a coordination. So a coordination is where you compress the right hip towards the right shoulder, and then you compress the left hip towards the left shoulder. So you're squeezing one side, lengthening the other, squeezing one side, lengthening the other. Nice. And then walk both hands over to the left side of your mat and do a coordination from here. So the coordination towards the left is really deep, but it's kind of awkward towards the right. Just feel that. Feel how much deeper you can coordinate to the left now because your both hands are over on the left side. There is something interesting about trying on the right. Nice. Other side, bring both hands to the left side of your mat. My hands are resting on the edge of my mat. A coordination here. So again, a coordination to the right is really deep. And then it's kind of awkward. Deep and then awkward. Interesting. I never think anything's wrong. No movement is wrong. It's just a movement that we haven't done before. See how it is to sit your bum back towards your heels and then roll deeply into your wrists. Just feel that. And roll in the other direction. If kneeling up is better for you, then be there. Or if sitting down is better for you, or easier, or available, open your fingers wide, make fists. Open your fingers wide and make fists. Nice. Come stand up. Interesting shadows today. Look at that big shadow there. Anyway, so Come stand all the way up and grab your weights, okay? And stand with your feet hip distance apart, tins of beans in your hands, or whatever it is that you're holding on to. And then just draw your shoulders up towards your ears and then slowly drop them down, but you're dropping them down as far down as they'll go. Like I'm really compressing my chest. Draw your shoulders up towards your ears. 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5. And then draw huge circles with your shoulders here. But these are now weighted circles, so they'll feel different than normal circles. So just go slowly, really feeling into your arms. If at any stage during any one class you find that your arm is going, oh, that's enough, then just drop your weight. Well, put it gently down to the floor. Roll your shoulders in the other direction. Already these movements without any weight will be a something. So see, maybe one hand you have a weight on it and the other one you don't. Nice. So bend your right elbow, reach your right hand up, and then drop your left arm down. Bend your elbows, both of them bent, straighten, and then drop your right hand down as you reach your left arm up. Bend, straighten, side bend, dropping the right hand down, bend, straighten, side bend, bend, straighten, side bend, bend, straighten. So I'm not going over with my weight. My weight is still straight up towards the ceiling, but because I'm dropping my lower hand down, my torso is side bending, but my weight is still staying straight up as I go. One more time. Nice, cool, super. So reach your left hand up and then reach your right arm across your body. And then now begin to lean your weight over towards the right with your left hand. Come back, bend both elbows so they're back to center. Same side. Drop your right hand down, left arm over, side bending. And come back. We'll try the other side. Drop your left hand down and across, right hand up, and then side bend. Come back, bend both elbows. Left arm across, right arm over the top of your head. Come back. Nice, cool, super. Drop those down. Come stand to the front of your mat. Nice. So reach your arms wide, bring your palms together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest and look forward. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Pause there with your right leg long behind you. Deepen your breath into your belly. Nice. Step your left foot back. Pause in your plank. Knees to the floor. Sit your bum back towards your heels and pause in, they call this puppy pose or child's pose, leaning back. And then slowly glide forward. So you look forward, arching your back, bending your elbows, glide forward, and then lower yourself all the way down to the floor, whichever way you do that. Squeeze your bum, lift your toes, reach your arms back, rise. Hands to the floor, push all the way back into your downward dog. Pausing there, long through your heels, long through your legs. Stretch your right foot up towards the ceiling, lengthening up. Bend your right knee and either bring both knees to the floor and then step your right foot forward or Sweep your right foot forward. Whatever way you need to, step your right foot forward. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice, other side. Reach your arms wide, palms come together, reaching up, looking up. Bending your elbows, bending your knees, come all the way down. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Hands to your shins, lift your chest, look forward. Hands to the floor, step your left foot back. Pause. Step your right foot back. Pause. Knees to the floor. Sit your bum back into a long child's pose. Look forward and then glide forward. And then bring your belly to the floor. Squeeze your bum, lift your toes, rise, reach your arms back. Have that sense of, in the beginning of the class, we did that breathing into the front of our chest, lifting our collarbones with our breath. See if you can find that now. Hands to the floor, push back into your cat, all the way back into your downward dog. Stretch your left foot up towards the ceiling. And either bend your knees, bring your knees to the floor, or sweep your left foot forward to the front of your mat. Step forward. Hands to the floor, forehead to your knees. Slowly rolling up. Reach your arms wide, palms come together. Palms come to rest in front of your chest. Nice. Come sit on the floor. Soles of your feet together, knees apart. Hold on to your ankles and lift through your chest. Pause. Stretch your right leg long. If your left knee doesn't like this, then just stretch your left leg out to the side, okay? Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and then hands come down. Drop yourself forward over that right leg. Come back up, soles of your feet together. Pause. Stretch your left leg long. Again, if your right leg doesn't like this, leg out to the side. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling and drape yourself forward. Coming all the way up, stretch both legs long, roll into your ankles. Roll into your wrists. Roll into your belly. Roll in the other direction. Roll your shoulders. And drop your ear down to the right. And drop your ear down to the left. Come back to center. Turn your head to the right. Notice something shiny over towards the right. Something that reflects light or that emanates light or that's shiny. Notice a few things if they're there. And then turn towards the left. Feel it in your neck. Noticing something shiny. Nice. Come lie on the floor or sit with your hands on your heart. And just notice wholesome. Coherency between the inside and the outside. the feeling after something, or that sense of a deep connection to the wholeness of you. Keep telling me what you think your wholesome is. I love it. I feel so inspired by wholesome. So lying on the floor, or just pause there, keep your hands on your heart. Feel your heart. What an amazing thing to do. That was fun. That was lovely. That was really nice. So I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. Oh, we're almost moving through the week. It's great. I'll see you all tomorrow. And thanks for joining me. And yeah, tell me what your wholesome is. I'd love to know. And ciao, ciao. Slán, slán. Bye.